My name is Hasibul Islam. I am from KFC Immigration Consultant. My question is about password test. You have said that you can accept United States of English certificate. So I have seen that on your website there is a
Password English
exam. Password English test. So my question is, if a student wants to take this test, so how will he prepare for this test? Is there any academic syllabus or any syllabus from your side? And my second question is, how many days would it take to get the result after the test? And if a student do satisfactory result, so if he do a good result or satisfactory result, can he admit to a main course, or he have to still do foundation course? These are my questions.
Your last question is a bit confusing, but I will try to answer it.
Should I repeat again?
No, it's okay. I will answer it to you so it is clear for you.
Okay.
The password exam, password skills exam, is not the university's exam. It is not our university's exam. We just are representatives of password exam. My mistake that I did not mention password 5 minutes ago, but password is one of the exams. It is not the university's exam. We are only partners by promoting it. The student, in order for the student to do the password exam, they can go online to the password network, obtain a voucher, pay for the exam, and do the exam. It has nothing to do with us. If a student cannot obtain a voucher, then yes, they can contact us and we provide them a voucher. This is what we do. Now, regarding the material, on the website of Password, there is a section which says sample tests. This is what we do. They get the sample test so that they are familiar with how the exam is done. And finally, if a student gets a score above 5, let's say in any of the English exams, or whatever is the score, let's say IELTS 5, yes, they're going to bachelor. There is no need for them to go to foundation. Anyway, when the student applies, and he applies for foundation, and we check the English result, if the English result qualifies to enter to the bachelor, we don't process the document. We inform the agent that this application is for bachelor's program and not foundation because of the English. So we expect the agent to answer us in which course we will put the students. In the same way it has happened, an application has come in with a lower required score for bachelors, and we did not accept it, and we asked if the student wishes to go to foundation. There is no any clouds of where the student will go. If they qualify for bachelors, they go for bachelors. If they qualify for foundation, they go for foundation. I think this was your question?
Yes, sir, this was
Thank
my
you.
question. Thank you so much.
Yes, at the back, please.
Hello, I'm Shakil from School Network. I have a rigorous question regarding scholarship. Is there any option for scholarship for the students who are very good at their academic results?
You are talking for the second, third year, or you are talking for the first year?
First year.
Let me answer. The tuition fees on our website for undergraduate programs is 9,950 euros. When a student applies, a student is for us everyone. They get. Is it important?
Can we all please mute our phone or on silent?
So, when a student applies, they get automatic discount from the university from 9,950 to 9,000 euros. These are the tuition fees, correct? If you check our website, this is what we mentioned. Can I ask, what is the tuition fee that you promote your students for? What is the tuition fee that your students pay? How much? So is there a difference between 9,000 and 6,500?
Of course.
So this means that I am already giving you an automatic discount from 9,000 euros to 6,500 euros, regardless if a student qualifies or not, correct? This is almost 30% plus discount. Now, for the second year and onwards, if a student has a good result, he doesn't pay 6,500. There is a chance he will pay a lower amount. Now, because we treat all students equally, what we do is we take all of the results of the students, and we calculate an average, and we see if the average result of all of the students, the internationals, it is in the level or the number that we have set, then yes, all of the students, they can get an automatic discount lower than 6,500 euros. Based to my experience, since I am the one who suggests the tuition fees to Mr. Floros for the second and third year, none of the students have until today paid 6,500. They have all paid less than 6,500. I answered? Thank you. Please, 1 minute.
Hello, my name is Ashik Abdullah from International Student Support. I saw an ad from Center for Higher Studies and they came here. So in the ad it was mentioned that they're the exclusive agent for UClan Cyprus. So I'm confused, like we're also agents, so are we working here as sub-agents or direct agents?
I don't know, you tell me why you are here. You saw an app from an agency.
Right.
And you came. I did not put the advertisement. It was Center for Higher Studies who put the advertisement. This means that you want to cooperate with Center for Higher Studies.
Right.
And I don't know, Mr. Enamul must answer this question, if you are working with him or not, but I guess for you to be here, you are willing to work with him and provide him students for the university. Yes?
Okay.
I think I answered, yes?
Yeah, actually I signed up with another person from
Sorry, again?
Like I signed up through Mr. Rajnish in Cyprus.
Yes.
With the email address asia@cyprus.
But this is not Mr. Rajnish's or any other Rajnish's event.
Yeah.
It is the event of Center for Higher Studies.
Right. Because
I don't understand the question. Is it a trick question you want to ask me? Is it something that you want to point out? It is something that we are discussing just to discuss. I can go on these things.
Yeah.
Or is it something which is not respectful and professional? Actually, I don't think so. We have to continue with this discussion because it is disrespectful for Center for Higher Studies. If you had made an agreement with anyone else, you shouldn't be here. Am I correct? So what you are telling me is you want to eat Italian, but you go to the Chinese restaurant and you demand to eat Italian in the Chinese restaurant. Is that good? Thank you. Next question, please. Yes.
Thank you for having me in such an auspicious session. My name is Mohammed Anwar Hussain. I'm basically from Legend Consultancy. My question is whether you guys, have the opportunity to accompany the spouse with applicants, principal applicants. Number two is what about the accommodation system in your
Guys,
university?
I am very sorry. I cannot hear him and I am standing in front of him. Just another few seconds and we will finish.
Oh, okay. My second question is, can you just let me know about the details of the accommodation system of the university? Yes.
Unfortunately, only UK had the system to bring the spouse and the children with them when they were studying. And UK, yes, UK has already stopped it. The Cyprus Migration Department, for the last 25 years that I am doing this job, has never allowed officially a husband or a wife or children to accompany during education. What has happened is we have husbands who have applied, the wife has applied, and both have been accepted. They have both been accepted on a student visa, not dependent visa. They are not allowed. I am very sorry for that, but it is not allowed. Yes, also it is in all of Europe does not allow it anymore. Some of the European countries they did, but now they are not doing it. I think Italy was doing it also, and they stopped that one also. Regarding accommodation, did someone say something? Denmark is still doing it?
Philippines. Yeah.
I'm
Finland.
happy for Denmark then. Unfortunately, we don't. It's not in our hands, it's the migration department that does it. Regarding accommodation, we do offer accommodation. It is a state-of-the-art accommodation that we have. It is a 24/7 secured area, which means that we have securities, we have cameras, and it is closed. The students have all the facilities they need, which is during the, okay, we don't have winter in Cyprus, it doesn't get so cold, but during the winter periods, we have the heaters and everything in the rooms, and during the summer, because summer is very strong in Cyprus, we have swimming pools for the students, so they can get refreshed and all of these things. Unfortunately or fortunately, accommodation is done directly by the students and not through the university, not my department, and not by any agent. Because the student has to apply on the website, pay almost, I think, 1 year's accommodation in advance, so they can book the accommodation. This I can tell you, it's not in my department. It is something which is separate from the university, but all the information is on our website. I answered? Yes? Thank you. Yes, please. Yes.
Hello, I'm Barrister Bioli Priyakhtar from PAS Global Edu. I have a question like for refund policy. If any chance, if any student got visa rejection as blue paper, and if that student no fall, and what is your refund policy?
We refund all of the amount with no questions asked. We only charge administration charges. Other than that, we don't. The thing is that we do not refund if we have fake documents. For example, today I was informed that a student came and he was diagnosed by hepatitis C. New student. He arrived to Cyprus last week. He went to do his medical tests and he was diagnosed with hepatitis C. The result from the doctors and the reports that I got was that he was a carrier of hepatitis C, not new, but very old, which means that the documents, the medical results that were provided to us were fake. That student, by law, is required to return back.
Okay, how much your administrative cost?
If I am not mistaken, it was last year, for the last academic year, it was, I think, 320 or 60 euros. I don't remember it to be more. We are making change. I have already made changes for the new academic semester, which I have made an increase on it, because it has come to my attention that a lot of students, what happens, they get influenced by other agents or other students, and at the last moment they decide not to come, and they inform us, and they get the entry permit for 2 months, 2.5 months, they hold the entry permit, and suddenly before it will expire, they decide that they will not come. So yes, the price increases or changes, or even it is not refunded. But if it is not, that they decide not to come to Cyprus by holding the entry permit for a lot of time.
We need to explain that the seat was.
Yes, the seat, and the reason that we don't refund is because we keep that seat for that student. We also have cases from Bangladeshi students, since you mentioned it. They came to Cyprus, they came to the university, they didn't inform us that they came, they didn't do anything, and after a few days they took the plane and they came to Bangladesh, and they sent us an email saying that, we are not coming. This thing cannot happen because I check everything through immigration of Larnaca airport. So as soon as I find out that the student came to Cyprus and left, it means that he used the entry permit.
Thank you.
Yes.